EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. The 4 touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
A 7-yard gain. And the Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Give left side for Benson. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Another Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 45.
Now Platt. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 36.
A gain of 9 brings up.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Give up the middle with Benson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Pratt going to look to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Pratt. He'll try and do this himself. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Connor up the middle. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal.
First down.
Connor will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Benson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, Is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
49ers nothing.
That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. He didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Purdy. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And the 49er first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Purdy looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Shotgun now with Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
49er first down. First and goal, San Francisco.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Purdy bootlegging it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Purdy. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Walter Nolan in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Though they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Throwing is Pratt. Caught by Jones. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw now, Pratt. He'll try and do this himself. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. The 49ers offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's second best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Go the other way. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery. Pratt got his tight end. That's complete. That's McBride. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Niners.
To throw is Pratt. The quick slant caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Michael Wilson. A gain of 3 yards.
Here's Pratt. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So on 4th down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Back to throw, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, 49ers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Purdy sets up to throw again. Able to find Gray here. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Purdy. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
A gain of 14. And a 49er first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. To about the 26 here. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here is 3rd down and 4. Purdy from the gun. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
49er first down. A gain of
So the
7.
ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Pratt. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
13 yards on the play.
Now a draw play. This is Conner. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because...
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 3rd down, here's Benson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. And the Cardinals first down. 1st and 10.
Pratt going to look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
17.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing now is Pratt. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Pratt. He's got a man. Complete. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
The line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw. Pratt. Pass complete there to Harrison. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Screen pass to Connor. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Now a 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now Ryland for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. Back out is the kicker Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
First down, 49ers.
Here's Purdy. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, 49ers.
Purdy looking to throw. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A final shot before break. Pratt looking downfield for Jones. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime to get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Josie Jewell.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Benson. They juked him. Taken down at the 30.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll go again with Benson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Able to slither by. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And San Francisco gets set to go here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They go play action here. Purdy over the middle, and he's got Gray. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
A 7-yard gain. And the 49er 1st down. A gain of 7. And the 49er 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd.
Purdy on a sneak. And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of a yard. And the 49er.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now he's going to step. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Walter Nolan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
George Kittle. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Cardinals' 30-yard.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
A 7-yard
Robinson up the middle. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Throwing here, Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And Purdy finds a way to move the chains. He slides to a stop, and he's got the first down. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Robinson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Ricky Pearsall from 3 yards out. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cardinals offense and running back Trey Benson headed back onto the field. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Pratt. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Pratt. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Gain of 6 yards.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete left side to Gray. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Pearsall on the jet sweep. Oh, this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. Purdy now to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Niners on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Purdy on the sneak. And he's going to have a Niners first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on third and inches.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Out of bounds just past midfield.
On the give, here's Robinson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
49er first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Purdy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The Niners on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
First down. A gain of 7. First down, San Francisco.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Out of bounds, down at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And he just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Back to throw again. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Now Pratt. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw now, Pratt. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Pratt going to look to throw. A slant to Jones. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. As San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because, you know, coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. 3rd and 2.
To Ricky Pearsall. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here comes Dortch on the return. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. The drive will start with an option going left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 14-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Pratt. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harrison. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
16 yards.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the handoff, Benson running right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Benson. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
41-yard line.
Connor up the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a gain of 18.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
First down.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They run over center with Benson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it off here to the tight end. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Benson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
49ers 20.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. A nice little juke. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So Purdy and the Niners down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 54 on the clock. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Here's Purdy. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Here's second and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the
throwing, Purdy. Looking for Gray, and he's got him.
It's a gain of 8. And the 49er first down.
To throw is Purdy. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. They'll come up now on second down.
A loss of a yard. It's second down.
Here's Purdy to throw. Able to find Gray here. A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Purdy to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Cardinals, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.